2026 is only halfway done, and it's already given us a sci-fi movie that saved theaters, a horror sequel critics are calling one of the best sequels ever made, and a Robin Hood movie that opens with him murdering a teenage girl. This is the best of what 2026 has given us so far. Let's count them down. Quick rules before we start: these are films actually released in theaters or streaming between January and now, ranked by a mix of critical reception and, frankly, how much they stuck with me. If your favorite isn't here, yeah, tell me in the comments, I want to know what I missed. Let's get into it. Number 10, The Kidnapping of Arabella. A road movie you probably didn't see coming. Chris Pine, speaking fluent Italian, in a quirky road trip through Italy that keeps throwing genuinely unexpected turns at you right when you think you've figured out where it's headed. It's not flashy. It's not going to dominate awards conversations. But it's the kind of small, confident filmmaking that reminds you not every good movie needs a marketing budget the size of a small country. Number 9, Hamnet. Chloe Zhao's literary adaptation has been quietly building awards buzz all year. If you know Zhao's work, patient, painterly, emotionally devastating in a way that sneaks up on you, this is exactly that, applied to a story you think you already know the ending to. Sometimes the best films of the year aren't the loudest ones in the room. Number 8, Obsession, proof that original theatrical filmmaking still has teeth in 2026. This one's been credited alongside our next few entries with actually getting people back into theater seats this year, which, in this landscape, is its own kind of achievement. Number 7, Send Help. Sam Raimi, back doing what Sam Raimi does best. Rachel McAdams plays a mild-mannered office worker stranded on a desert island with her insufferable boss after a plane crash, and discovers she's a lot better at survival than he is. January releases are usually where studios dump their weakest material. This one broke that rule completely. Number 6, The Sheep Detectives. Yes. You read that right. A herd of sheep, solving the mystery of their own shepherd's death. It sounds like a joke premise. It is not a joke movie. Critics went in ready to mock it and came out stunned. This thing pulled a shockingly high Rotten Tomatoes score for a movie about detective sheep. Sometimes 2026 just wants to have fun with you. Number 5, The Furious, not to be confused with the other Fast and Furious franchise. This is a Hong Kong action film about a mute handyman whose daughter is kidnapped by traffickers, and what follows is some of the most relentless, escalating action choreography we've seen since The Raid. Is the dialogue a little clunky? Sure. Does that matter once the action starts? Not even a little. Number 4, The Drama. Marketed almost entirely in mystery, nobody would even tell you the premise before release. This pitch-black dramedy stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya as a newly engaged couple whose wedding gets derailed by a revelation from the past. Both actors go somewhere edgier here than you've probably seen from either of them. The twist is genuinely worth protecting, so that's all I'll say. Number 3, The Death of Robin Hood. You know this one if you've watched my other videos. Michael Sarnowski takes the Robin Hood legend and completely strips it down, Hugh Jackman playing an aging, haunted version of the character who opens the film doing something no Robin Hood has ever done on screen. It's slow. It's brutal. Critics are genuinely split on whether it's a masterpiece or a beautifully shot slog. But love it or hate it, nobody's forgetting it. Number 2 to 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Nia DaCosta took a franchise that already reinvented zombie horror once and found a way to make the sequel hit even harder, more dread, more gore, and Ralph Fiennes doing some of the most unsettling work of his career. This is the rare legacy sequel that actually justifies its own existence. Number 1, Project Hail Mary. The best film of 2026 so far, and it's not particularly close. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller take Andy Weir's novel and turn it into what might be the best-looking science fiction movie in years, Ryan Gosling anchoring a story about isolation, first contact, and an unlikely friendship that's going to be remembered as one of the best on-screen pairings in recent memory. This is the movie that reminded people why they go to theaters in the first place. That's my top 10 of 2026 so far, and we're only halfway through the year. Which one of these have you seen? Which one do you think doesn't belong on this list? Let me know below, and if you want the full ranked breakdown once the year wraps, make sure you're subscribed for when that drops.